I mean, yeah, Aston are going to have a hill to climb tomorrow.
Bottas moves up
and
into
Bottas,
8th place, last 10 seconds before the checkered flag.
Bottas wanted to beat the Mercedes car so bad. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look at the highlights from the 2022 Bahrain Grand Prix qualifying session. We did a live stream for this video. The link to the live stream will be in the description below. Please go take a look at it. It was obviously our first ever qualifying session. Did a live stream for it as well. I'll put out the post probably later today and or tomorrow, depending on the time zone you are in. We're going to have a live stream for the Bahrain Grand Prix tomorrow. I've already begun the process of actually improving the live stream quality in terms of whether it's actually getting live times, live seating, and getting live overlays and the entire OBS software thing to get it up to snuff. The camera quality will still be sort of the same, won't be the same as this camera, but you guys have to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is going to be a very exciting F1 season, and with it being my first qualifying session, I didn't even know how it worked. I had no clue how it worked going in, and it was an absolute blast. I had an absolute blast with it. I hope you guys actually do go take a look at that. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the F1 video, because it has actual footage on it from the qualifying session. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it down in the comments below. And I hope to see you guys today and or tomorrow for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video from the F1 page down in the description below. It is blurred out due to copyright issues. I learned during the live stream that I actually couldn't even have audio because F1 will go for that too. It's a little surprising, but that's why we'll have lap times and stuff tomorrow. But yeah, let's do this. I'll give you guys sort of my thought process behind some of the stuff too.
A little bit topsy-turvy towards the bottom of the timing charts as Ricardo.
We gotta fix this. We gotta fix the quality. We gotta fix the quality. Also, McLaren, guys, on a whole today, extremely disappointing. I was so sad for them. I feel bad for them though.
He is still very much at risk. One of whom is his teammate Lando Norris, as Kevin
Lando went nutty at the end of the first session.
Sixth fastest, super lap from him, and this is going to be first time
he tried his
Ricciardo's
best.
been out qualified by a teammate in Bahrain. Lance Stroll stays in the bottom 5. Couldn't find any more pace in the Aston Martin. That's a disappointing start for them this season, with Hulkenberg down in 18th. Mick Schumacher goes across the line. He's 11th.
And Yuki did so good to get it too. I feel so bad for him.
Zhou Guanyu around the corner. We can ride on board.
And Hulkenberg did pretty good too.
With the Alfa Romeo. And
done it.
He has done it. 13th, gets himself out of the bottom 5. Tsunoda's down in that bottom 5. Nico Hulkenberg would like to get a little bit higher up. He crosses the line, and Hulkenberg goes ahead of his teammate Lance Stroll, but sadly out of qualifying. And that is a disappointing result. Not just for Aston Martin, but McLaren too.
Albon just getting through for Williams, just in 15th place there, Alex Albon. So he'll be satisfied with that.
And Ocon went crazy as well. Listen. That first Q1 session was so nutty to me because there were so many things going on. But to see Daniel Ricciardo and the McLaren, and even Lando Norris, put together this sort of crappy laps that they did, I just felt awful. I felt awful. People have said it's happened before, but I mean, the man is dealing with COVID. He barely really got into the car, and then
it won't be much though against the 17th and 19th starting positions for Aston Martin.
I mean, yeah, Aston are going to have a hill to climb tomorrow.
Bottas moves up
and
into
Bottas,
8th place, last 10 seconds before the checkered flag.
Bottas wanted to beat the Mercedes car so bad.
Q3 on his
He wanted it. He wanted it.
Lando Norris, 12th, goes ahead of Zhou Guanyu, pushes Albon down to 14th.
Fernando Alonso had a really good day too, I feel like.
Lost his time because of track limits at turn 5.
First one we've seen that have a track limits violation this weekend. Sergio Perez goes 4th fastest.
The Red Bull and the Ferraris, guys. The Red Bull and the Ferraris,
We'll see the checkered flag. Gets in to the top 10. Puts his teammate Ocon at risk. Valtteri Bottas at risk too. Russell, 5th fastest, ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton.
And then
who
Lewis
now
takes it
crosses
right
the line
back.
and replaces him. And he's not too far then off the Red Bulls either. Just 0.3 of a second.
And then Pierre Gasly comes through with a monster lap as well.
Gasly, as you can see, fastest overall in the first sector. Can Gasly, on a track he absolutely adores, get into the top 10? He can. Pushes Esteban Ocon out of the top 10. Valtteri Bottas does make it, but at the last gasp, Pierre Gasly
Q2 as well was so sick because Verstappen was like 5/10, or I guess in this case against Sainz was only 0.03, but he's 5/10. I just loved it. I loved it. The top 6 looked really, really good. The Mercedes, it looked like they were sort of storming back towards the end of Q2. They put together some really good laps. K-Mag and Bottas came out to play. I love that. Fernando Alonso, I think very quietly had a good qualifying session in the Alpine. Watching this live was so sick, guys. I wish you guys were there for that. I had an absolute blast doing this.
Forces that AlphaTauri into
my
the top
entire
10.
mindset behind that was,
in Q3.
imagine Bottas goes faster than Russell or Hamilton, which he did have a couple laps that were faster than Russell or Hamilton.
Kind of a little bit in the zone, but 3 to 5 tenths.
Lando too. Lando going P13. The guy is super optimistic. That felt so bad.
And that's now matched by Sainz. They're really close together.
Hamilton then.
Yeah, Russell and
to
Hamilton.
cross the line. Russell first, 132.2.
Oh, Carlos Sainz's lap that's coming up was
We'll see a bit more from Mercedes on the new tyres in a
nasty.
moment. This is the time we're interested in. Leclerc, 130.7. Carlos Sainz, his teammate, can he dip underneath that? No, he can't. Yes, he can.
He can indeed.
for Carlos Sainz. Verstappen then, whereabouts is he in relation to those 2 Ferrari times?
He wasn't there.
This is going to be very tight. Verstappen, only 3rd fastest on the opening runs in Q3, and Perez about 3 tenths further back on his teammate.
It was sweaty palm time.
Mercedes
The last 2 minutes.
This.
I was told this is like the best moment for qualifying is the last 2 minutes. Everyone's out there on the track. They literally got all 10 cars on the track at one point. Everyone was out there trying to get their laps in. Gasly, Magnussen, Alonso, and Bottas literally did not come out until the last like 3 or 4 minutes, or actually last like 2 minutes. They only all got one good lap out, and so it was boom and bust for them. And they really, we're about to see, they really came to play.
They've been very insistent on that.
I loved every bit of this. I love every bit of this. It makes me want to watch the race even more.
They've overcome a lot of it so far this weekend, but Russell still quite a way off the pace according to that time. So Leclerc just 700ths off the best first sector time. Carlos Sainz has gone a little bit quicker than his teammate through that first sector. We wait to see Max Verstappen going through the first part of the lap. The 2 Ferraris trying to stretch their
look so
advantage.
good, guys. The Haas car looks good too.
To the end of the middle sector.
K-Mag is ready to go, bro. I love it. I love that.
Quickest through that middle sector. Verstappen goes a 10th quicker than Carlos Sainz through the first part of this lap. George Russell getting towards the end of his final lap in qualifying here under the lights in Bahrain tonight.
He just doesn't get anything.
Pole position, not going to be anywhere near pole position. He stays 6th fastest. That could be challenged by those behind him. Hamilton stays 5th fastest.
Yeah, it's insane.
Charles Leclerc,
it's insane.
We look to see him as Valtteri Bottas crosses the line and goes.
That moment right there when Bottas actually got George Russell, that blew my mind. The only issue is the Alpha, which is what has been like going on through practice and the testing, is that it's had extreme reliability issues. So Bottas has a quick car, and I think he's proven it. It's just, can the car last the whole race? I'm hoping it does.
6th fastest ahead of
I
George
want to
Russell.
see them race.
Charles Leclerc next across the line. Provisional pole for
Charles
Charles Leclerc, who's
yeah.
taken pole
Right
here
at the
in
depth, he
Bahrain
gets
before. His teammate Carlos Sainz, though, what can he do to challenge it? What can Max Verstappen do to challenge it as well? Sainz crosses the line. He's missed out on a pole position. Leclerc beats him by a 10th. So it's Leclerc against Verstappen. Verstappen against Leclerc.
And
the Dutchman,
he's trying
the world
so hard.
champion, who was on pole here this time last year,
K-Mag
crosses the line
and Alonso
now,
both beating
and
George
he misses
Russell.
out on pole. It's Ferrari that get pole position
That's
in Bahrain.
amazing.
Charles Leclerc will hear the cheers of the crowd. He won't see the celebrations in the garage, but he will feel the Scuderia applauding.
That's insane to me. That's absolutely insane. I'm so happy for Ferrari. I really did. So going into this, I really did think, McLaren, we're going to have cars that could obviously get through qualifying and be up there with the best of them. When I did my prediction on the live stream, I said Lando Norris P3. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Leclerc, I said Leclerc 2, and I said Verstappen 1. Verstappen after Q2 looked untouchable. He looked like he had the fastest car. I don't get how he did not get Leclerc, but I mean, the racing is going to come out and those two are going to have to go and play with each other. It's going to be so... that sounds really weird to say. That's really weird of me to say. But it's going to be so much fun. And then so Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez obviously still in the mix. Lewis Hamilton and Bottas starting together in row 3 is going to be amazing. K-Mag and Alonso. George Russell in 9th is kind of, I think, one of the surprising ones. Him in 9th, him in P3, or P9, sorry. Lando Norris at 13. Hülkenberg beating Lance Stroll. Hülkenberg's the backup driver for Aston Martin and still beat Lance Stroll. Daniel Ricciardo at P18, although he's coming off his COVID issues. I'm not sure if he's fully at 100%, but he tried. He really did try in the car. And Pierre Gasly with AlphaTauri in the 10. It's going to be very interesting. And obviously Fernando Alonso in 8. And K-Mag in 7. The Haas car beating the Mercedes is interesting to me. I hope Mick Schumacher I think is P11, so it should be interesting to see that Haas car can solidify itself in the middle of the pack. But let me know what you guys thought about the qualifying. Please join us tomorrow for the live stream of the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's going to be an absolute blast. I believe I will start the live stream at 9:45 Central Standard Time in the US, because that's my time zone. It'll be just 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes before the race gets started. We will have the race obviously on. Can't show the footage for it, but you'll have audio. Vaguely audio. Hope you guys are actually just watching along with us and get to join us. It's going to be a fun couple of hours, and I'm looking forward to live streaming more of the stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.